Welcome to a Great Western Railways Extravaganza. Yep, this is a running session with all of my Great Western locos, which is the highest quantity of the collection. I have 5 of these locomotives, so we're going to run all 5 today. Hope you enjoy this, and I'd like to give a massive shout out to my very good friend Kelly Ashford, who said to me, "Could you do me a Great Western Extravaganza?" And I said, "Of course I will." So here it is. And we're going to run all 5. Now, you join me on a Saturday early evening after a live stream, which was very eventful. That was on the main channel, and it was very good. And I had a catch up with Kelly Ashford and stuff. It was brilliant. But today we're going to be running Great Western Locos. Now, as you can see on the track, we have Hogwarts Castle and we have the 61XX. Now, the 61XX will be going first because it's sort of got a problem where it wants to catch fire and it might not last forever. So we're going to run it first. I'm going to put it on the outside line. We'll have a bit of camera shots with that and stuff. Then we will put that away, and what we'll do is we'll do an individual run with each loco. We're not going to use multiple lines, so each loco will have an individual running session. We'll do the freighters first. We'll do the 61XX with this short freight train here. I will then attach onto the 28XX, which will then do all the big freight. Then the passenger trains will come with Hogwarts, then we'll do Hinton, and then we'll do Truro last. So let's get right to it. Okay, so here she is then, the 61XX. This is the first Great Western locomotive I ever purchased, and the oldest, I believe, probably. Oh, it's the oldest in terms of my collection as well, actually. But it's also the cheapest locomotive I have ever bought singly. I have bought locos in like train sets and stuff as well. But singly, this is the cheapest locomotive I have ever purchased at 15 Great British pounds, which is not a lot. It's also an old mainline model and is very loud. However, I absolutely love it, but it has a tendency to smoke. Not smoke cigarettes, but smoke out of the cab window. You might see that today, you might not. However, it was doing it in the running session. Now you can clearly see has a warped running board. It has warped with age. It's also got a screw that doesn't hold the body on correctly, so the body's actually not on fully. And yeah, it's just ancient, and it's also got rusting handrails. So, and the colour is discoloured. So it's visually, it's absolutely atrocious and needs replacing. It will get replaced at some point. However, anyway, let's get to it. Short freight train. I will get some nice shots of this beautiful thing, and then we will move on to the next loco. Noticed I have got it going quite slowly for the simple reason if I ever do it, it might die. And it didn't die then of its own accord, it died on the points, so don't start panicking. It is starting to absolutely reek though. I'm not the controller then. Oh, it is, I think it's, oh god. Come on, Prairie. Please live! Please! I beg of you. It died in the points again. Please live. Come on, old girl, you can do this. Stay alive. Come on, you can do this. I do apologise, I just had to. No, die, it's dying. Okay, I don't think it's actually dying. I think it's fine. It's fine for the whole track, and then just, I think bits of the track is just playing up, to be honest with you. I'm trying to keep my distance, because if it goes, it'll go quite badly. I do apologise for the crappy camera work though. I'm just trying to not pause this in case it explodes off camera. But Anyway, you get to see some nice shots of it. It is a beautiful little thing, look at it. Past Hogwarts, right the way Hogwarts Castle. It does actually accelerate quite highly from there. I don't know what the issue with this track is, but... See as it dies there. A ticking noise, I think. I think this is definitely on its way out, to say the least. It's sounding so rough. I know it sounds quite bad anyway. That is sounding so rough. Come on, Prairie. You're a beautiful little thing. Don't die on me. Don't die. Don't worry, I've had it 4 or 5 years. If it does die, it's not the end of the world. So this track's playing up there. Not helped by how bad this loco is, but I'll give it one more lap. If it doesn't die, it doesn't die. I'm not trying to make it die, I just think it will. It really smells bad in here of 1970s/1980s model railway motors. Done. There we go. That was the Prairie's run. Let's move on to a much better running locomotive. So next to take the Great Western Railway's helm, shall we say, is the beautiful 28XX. Now this is a heavy freight locomotive, pre-grouping as well, so it's one of the oldest locos of the lot. And well, it's beautiful. I've got the freight train over there, which has now been added to the rest of the wagons I have. I would like to note that the Coleman's Mustard and the Moy wagon over there are very old and mainline, and came with the Intercity 125, which I know sounds really weird, but they came in the same box. I'd like to thank the owner who managed to source those for me. Absolutely love them both, including Hogwarts, got them at the same time. And for those 2 wagons that were thrown in, they increased my wagon stock and create a nice little train at the back there. I've also added the Great Western Brake Van, the towed one, in case I got absolutely murdered for not including them. So, let's go 28XX. This is DCC fitted, by the way, so it isn't at its maximum potential when it's not running correctly. Well, not running at its best. God, there is seriously something wrong with this track. That's not the loco doing that. It's the track being an absolute nightmare. Watch you. This train is still going. There is a massive fluctuation in speed on this corner. This corner is so bad. Like, for track, it's incredible. I don't know why it does that, but anyway. This is a beautiful, beautiful locomotive. It's a year old now as well. Happy birthday to you from a couple of weeks back. 28XX. And very hefty, as you can see, with the length of this train. But annoyingly keep slowing down because this track is weird. It's going downhill as well, by the way, not going uphill. It's going uphill now past me on the other side of the camera. Okay, right. Let's stop her there. There we go. 2812. Sadly, an unpreserved locomotive, it was scrapped. However, a gorgeous one at that. A very nice locomotive. And there are actual preserved versions of this locomotive. So, anyway, let's get to the next loco, all of which now are going to be hauling passenger services. Right, here we go. Oh, there we go. Bad camera work again. It is Hogwarts Castle, and it's going dark outside, so I don't want to be doing this for too long because the lighting goes really bad. Okay, we have a rake of 6 British Rail maroon coaches, because obviously this has a Hogwarts Castle crest, which is like the BR one, and this is acceptable. So, are you ready? Big, hefty, beautiful, strong locomotive. Let's go. There's something off, which I will grab when it comes around. Welcome to the world of model railways. Now the point's moved. Right, and what I'm going to do... uncouple. The hooks come out. Oh, for Pete's sake. Eventually, the coaches decide to couple, and Hogwarts Castle is running very nicely. It is beautiful in this red livery. I mean, all the rest of them are Great Western green. It's crazy. Could you believe I have 5 Great Western locos, but not a single Great Western coach? Crazy, innit? Big trains. Well, I do have an LMS maroon coach, which I could stick on the front of that to make a rake of 7, but that would not be acceptable with a Great Western Railways locomotive. So that's why I've only got the rake of 6. But to rake of 6, it only still be a rake of 4 because this loco came with a set of these 2 coaches, this one and this one, the second brake coach there. So. Okay, here it comes. And into a lovely stop. Okay, so you'll probably notice that it is going dark outside, and therefore it is slightly later than I started, or anticipated, shall I say. However, next we're going to go for the 4th loco, which is the beautiful Hinton Manor. I have just sliced half the train in half and popped Hogwarts there for now, but we're going to see Hinton Manor go around for a little bit. I do apologise about the lighting, so the lighting and the actual quality of the video won't be as good because of the darkness. It means that the camera isn't working to its full potential, so I do apologise about that. Anyway, let's run Hinton Manor. Little stutter on the points there. It's only got 4-wheel pickup, and those 4 wheels pick up via the axles. But anyway, you can see me. Hi! See me in the reflection. Beware of the trains. Exactly. Come on. It's crawling along because the track's being weird. Here we go. Goes into Manor. Very nice locomotive. Very inexpensive, an old mainline one, but going strong still. And it's preserved, which is obviously a good thing. of very long list of manors. Award for those, pinned comment for those who can name them all of the manors that are preserved. Okay. Let's stop the beautiful Hinton Manor there. Now for the expensive locomotive. The most expensive locomotive in my collection that I've bought singly, and the most expensive Great Western Loco by quite a long way. Now, you'll be lucky if the Prairie, Hinton Manor, and Hogwarts even cover half of the price of this locomotive. It is that expensive. And you're looking at 1.5 28 double X's for this price of this locomotive. However, it is beautiful nonetheless, and I would still say it's worth it. So, City of Truro time. Last loco of the day. I will then say good night to you all and see you very soon. But let's get this beautiful thing going. I would just like to note what a beautiful locomotive this is, though. Especially in the daylight, when it's not like pitch black in here. I know I did say it was pitch black, but I mean, it's a bit lighter for you than it is for me. But it is beautiful. I would say it's worth the £150. That's the price, by the way. I would say it is, or the £149 as it is, but it's rounded up to 150, isn't it? It is worth it, but it is a bit expensive for the size of the loco and the mechanism, which is quite poor. But as you can see, it's running perfectly well. I mean, it's fine for me. It runs perfectly. However, it is a bit expensive, but it is worth it for the detail and just the beauty of the locomotive, to be honest with you. Anyway, that will do us for this Great Western Gala. I do hope you have all enjoyed watching this. We're ending with City of Truro, the expensive, small, and beautiful, and the oldest, in terms of age in real life, of the Great Western family. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you would like anything below, comment what videos you'd like to see. I will note there will be a Southern Railway session very soon. There'll be a London North Eastern one. There will be themes. There'll be colours. So I'll run all the green locos and all the black locos together. There will be a red running session with the 2 red locomotives that I can run. Well, there's actually 3 or 4 if I run the OH shunter and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, steam-wise, there's 2. But I cannot do a LMS running session because I've only got 1, and I would need another one in order to do it. However, I will just do running sessions with locos singly anyway in the future, so I'll do that. But until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, link in the description below. And until next time, bye for now.